factory Husqvarna training program. Riordan. Boss Daddy in attendance. This is the Endurotainment special.
So weird.
We are off to a ripping start here at the Grinding Stone race in Page, Arizona for 2025. And Ryder LeBlond gets the hole shot, and let's see if he can hold that hole shot.
Got James Flynn second. Let's go, James. Got Cody. Go, Ryder. Let's go, James.
So right off the bat, you get a pretty big separation between the top 4 guys and the rest of the pack. And you've got Ryder LeBlond continuing to lead the race at a hill called Bullet Hill, and Ryder just greases this hill so clean. And you got followed by Cody Webb in second place, and I believe we've got James coming up right behind him in third place. And this is a really gnarly hill. It's really tough to get in one motion. A lot of guys have to stop here where Cody is, reset, and make it to the top. And this kind of gives it a little bit of perspective, but once you stand on this hill and see this, it looks like it's borderline not possible. It's super hairy. And you got Will coming up on James, putting on some pressure.
Very cool. Let's go, Will. Good job, Will. Come on, Danny. No, Danny! Alright, I gotta go. Let's go, Ryder! Cody Webb. Let's go, Cody! Got James coming in. Go, James! So good. Nice job, James. We got Will coming in. Let's go, Will! Nice job, Will. Oh, God. Cody Webb.
So here's Cody about to go up the same line Ryder just did. Cody's currently in second place here. This is in the second lap. And you're going to see Will Riordan has made a pass on James when they come through here, but they are neck and neck.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Got Will. Fouled closely by James. Go, James. Nice job, dude. Yeah, Cody.
So I missed Ryder coming through that section Cody just went up. It's called Game Changer. But I got James, who's remade a pass on Will, going up Game Changer. And this is when you're starting to see the separation. So I missed Ryder since he's just pulling away and kind of putting on a clinic for the first, I'd say, 3/4 of the race. So it's tough to get them all on the same lines, because if I wait around, then I'll never get the guy who's ahead. So it's kind of a crazy runaround that I'm doing here out on the course.
Oh, Will with a... Dude, what was that?
So this line is called Groovy. There's a few shots that'll be further into the race that I'll get a good perspective on it, so you can see how insanely gnarly it is. There was some carnage there, but yeah, you saw Will taking a crazy line that James took this gnarly splatter line and almost had an exchange, but Will must have made the pass, because here's Will in third. You just saw Cody coming through in second, and then you got James closely in fourth place right there.
Alright, we got James Flynn, fourth place. Except rumor is he's got a new line up Stairway. We'll see if he can pull it out. Will Riordan went down off the start, made up some ground quick. He's got something to prove. Alright, Cody's almost out.
So this is one of the iconic sections. It's kind of a duo. You've got JX8 that they just went up, and then this is Stairway to Heaven that Cody just made it out. And now you got Will coming up Stairway to Heaven.
Oh no.
Oh, Will, the Ghost Rider start out.
Come on, James.
Right there. James is going.
Come on, James. Fuck yeah,
James going for that pass.
James. Yeah, James. Sorry, Matt. You're good. Down skid mark. Let's go, Ryder!
So here you got Ryder still leading the race. I think this is on his third lap at this point. That was just down a line called skid mark.
So Ryder's going over to, it's called Double Bogey. It's up over here. I don't think I'll be able to beat him over there.
So I didn't get Ryder going up the beginning of Double Bogey, but this is Cody coming up this. I actually missed it, but Cody kind of messed up the first attempt at that, and that's how James and Will got so close, and James makes the pass back on Will. So they've been going back and forth, I don't know, a good handful of times throughout this race.
Will, go, go. There we go. Nice job, Will. Ryder and eggs over easy.
As I just said, this is Ryder still in first place at a section called Eggs Over Easy. It's kind of an up and down a few times, zigzagging in this gnarly section here. So it's kind of neat because it probably takes about 2 minutes total to get through this section. So there's usually a good chance of an overlap of the riders being in the same place. And it's a good gauge to see how far apart they are. And so now you see Will followed by James into Eggs Over Easy. Cody had some sort of a mishap that put him in fourth place. And I still don't know what happened, but he must have had some sort of a crash, something go wrong. But here's Cody in fourth here. But yeah, Will, James, and Cody all in the section at the same time. Pretty sweet.
Nice job, Will.
So James took a very different line than Cody did, holding his lead. But yeah, there's a lot of different potential lines you could take here. As you'll see, Cody must have scouted out this alternative line that was a bit quicker than where James went, and Cody makes the pass for third on James here.
He knew what he was doing there. What the fuck?
And you're about to see Ryder going up this section, Groovy.
Not a good spot. Dude, Ryder, what? We got Tristan Hart in the line.
1 minute front. Really or flat? Got it.
Wow.
So if you're squeamish, the next clip is kind of gnarly. One of the riders, Dylan, Psycho Enduro, gave me permission to post this clip. He comes down the line Groovy, and the bike lands on him, gets a fractured ankle, dislocated shoulder, and probably a bit more of other pains. So he's healing up, he's okay. So heal up soon, man. Wild ride, and thank you, Natalie, for the clip.
There's people here, yeah. Dude, James is in third, and Cody's in
So that is James and Cody again on the same line, Groovy, battling it out for third and fourth place right now. And you still got Will in second, Ryder in first, leading.
We got Cody coming down skid mark, followed by James. Let's go, Cody! Here comes James. Come on, James! Let's go, James. Put it on.
So I just missed Ryder coming through, and this is Will Riordan going through eggs over easy again in second place.
Woo! Good job, Will. You got a good lead, man.
So as Will is making his way out of eggs over easy, you got Cody Webb entering the section in third place, and then not super far behind Cody, you've still got James holding down fourth. So I always love these up close and personal shots, and I end up getting roosted by Cody here. So just after eggs over easy, there's this drop called wingsuit, and it's gnarly. It's like 12 to 15 feet down into sand. And I'll get a shot of that from the bottom of Ryder, I think on the next lap, so it gives a perspective on how massive that line is. But here's James entering eggs over easy. I don't get him going through the whole thing, but I did get him taking the drop. So I finally caught back up with our speedy Rydiarrhea leader coming up to the same section Mr. Dylan got injured on, Groovy, and Ryder almost loses the bike down this, which would have been not so good. But this will show you some perspective because I get up kind of closer to this. And that goes to show you just this race in general. One mistake can cost you the entire race. You bend your bars, something breaks and the bike slides down, you're in a lot of trouble. But Ryder is, I don't know how he can start from a dead stop going up something that steep. Very impressive. Here comes Will.
Oh my gosh, that is so big.
What a massive line. Let's see if he does the same as Cody.
Oh shit. Those multi-wheels.
Out of frame here, Cody's kind of closed in on Will, coming up right behind him.
What you got, Cody? Come on. What a piece, dude.
Cody gets a clean one.
Dude. Nice job, James. Oh my god. So fucking dreamy. Oh yeah. Off in the distance. Look at that. Rydiarrhea LeBlond.
Coming down to the old game changer line, which can bite you.
Ryder LeBlond.
So getting closer to the end here, I spend a little bit more time following Ryder, and this is coming into the section JX8, which Ryder has zero struggle with. He's just riding so well today, making very few mistakes. He just looked so smooth the entire race. And here he's setting up for Stairway to Heaven.
So smooth. Second place.
And here comes Will Riordan in second place, starting to close the gap on Ryder here, coming into JX8 and Stairway to Heaven. So him and Ryder are kind of having a battle going into the end of the race. Ryder's holding the lead, but Will is riding really well. And Will's pulled a gap on Cody, and Cody's starting to pull a gap on James. So there's beginning to be a little bit of separation here.
Let's go, Will. You got this. Oh, shit. No worries. Oh man.
And here he comes, the YZ250 man himself, Cody Webb, holding down third place, coming into the same section, JX8 and Stairway. Let's see how Cody does it. He takes a different line up JX8, and he gets it clean every single time. Really fun to watch.
Monster, dude. Nice job.
And here comes James Flynn, actually not far at all behind Cody still, coming into Stairway to Heaven. And you can see up in the line you've got Declan, Gold Creek Lodge son, and James makes the pass on Declan, or lapping him for the third time.
Nice job, Cody. And here comes James right after Cody.
Obviously missed Ryder and Will coming through here, so got a little bit of James and Cody. Actually just managed to catch Will making his way up Bullet Hill, and right behind him you got Cody, which I got on the wrong camera. It's zoomed in, horribly blurry, forgive me. And then behind Cody you got James, who tries to take a really hard line to get around Braxton Hinsey and screws it up, unfortunately. And he had a bit of a hard time for some reason this lap on this line, and this line is no joke.
Well, that was fucking something.
Wow. My bad.
So this just goes to show you how difficult some of these sections in this race are, and how easy it is just to make a small mistake.
Yeah, James, good job.
So coming around the back of the first mesa, here's Cody Webb coming down again into the line, game changer, with the big splatter line going off camber up left. Still in third place. I missed Ryder and Will coming through, but in a couple clips you're going to see how close they are.
Comes Ryder.
So yeah, I believe this is Ryder's final lap, coming down over this step down jump into the sand, and that's Max Gearson, who's doing a follow cam on Ryder. And you'll see here in a minute, Will is hot on his heels. So I caught up to Ryder here at Bullet Hill, that really technical one. James had a couple tumbles down, and in this next clip, I do not cut the clip, and you can see Will coming up as Ryder's getting towards the top. Will is entering the section, so they're super close together.
Will's right behind him. Here comes Will. Come on, Will. Nice job, Will.
Keep pushing, let's go!
fast. Oh boy.
And here comes Ryder down the wingsuit step down. Look at this freaking line. So here comes Will down the same line, and he is getting very close. And not super far behind, you've got Cody Webb holding third place, coming into his last lap in this section called Eggs Over Easy, with James just behind in fourth.
Hell yeah.
I need to spend more time riding than I'm working on bikes.
So if you heard Cody, he said he needs to spend more time riding rather than working on bikes. He's on a new platform, the YZ250. It's being tried and tested by one of the best for hard enduro. And Cody's making it work, and he's got an engineer brain, so he's trying to make it as good of a hard enduro bike as possible. And here comes Mr. James Flynn, also on his final lap down the wingsuit step down into the sand. So I really wish there were two of me, or even 3 or 4 of me, who are crazy enough to ride around and get all these shots. But I missed Ryder and Will battling these last few sections, just neither of them making mistakes, just riding perfectly, you know, probably 20 seconds apart from each other. But I did get Cody coming to the last few sections, along with James, you know, heading into the Stairway to Heaven, and then the final hill climb that Cody's going to be coming up to sometime soon. And it's nuts if you see it in person. Like, I couldn't get my bike up it if somebody gave me $1 million. I couldn't do it physically. So I can imagine all that's going through Cody's mind or James' mind for this last lap is just keep it together a little bit longer, because these guys have been maxed out heart rate for 2 hours, and the last thing you want is to make a really bad mistake and lose a position or lose out on finishing the race. So that was Cody's little send. Luckily it didn't go awry. So this is the final hill that I was talking about, that Zero Justice is done with cameras. I get a little bit of a better shot of James going up, but it's borderline not rideable. It's really difficult to make it up this. Probably 5 guys or 6 guys in the country could ride up this. So you can see Ryder up there just watching Cody finish. Ryder did make it first place, followed by Will.
You are watching Endurotainment.
Ha! That's Ryan Wells with AZ Dirt Bike Training. He's an Endurotainment fan. If you're looking for, this is a random shout out, but if you're looking for any type of dirt bike training, highly recommend Ryan Wells with AZ Dirt Bike Training. He actually has helped James out a whole bunch. Ryan has a way of explaining form and technique like I've never heard. I'm really particular about who I let tell me how to ride, because I'm kind of stubborn that way. But Ryan Wells has a way of wording things, and one of the best teachers I've ever met in terms of dirt bikes. So if you're looking to get better at riding any style, hit up AZ Dirt Bike Training. So yeah, here's James. Last lap, last time up Stairway to Heaven, going the push route.
Power! There's more than one way to skin a cat. That's one of them. Yeah!
So I can only imagine how tired James is at this point. He knows he's got 4th place locked in, and he's at the final hill, and so I'm sure he's beat down. His body's tired. He's tired. Let's just make it up this hill, one way or the other.
Ooh, he's taking the ridge.
You can't see it from here, but the left side of that ridge is a drop. And it's so scary just standing up there. And I love this clip here because you can see Ryder up there, Cody up there, Will Riordan up there, just watching their fellow riding buddy make it up this final hill and be done with this race.
Rydiarrhea, Cody Webb, Will Riordan, watching their fellow comrades here.
What an absolutely incredible day and an incredible ride by Rydiarrhea.
Look at the winningest racer
Of the day.
of the day.
And in all honesty, Ryder rode phenomenally today, put on an incredible show. Boss Daddy is probably shaking in his boots, you know, wondering how the rest of this season plays out with his collarbone healing and championship points. So congratulations to all these guys. Obviously, they all put on an incredible race, rode incredibly. It was a super fun time, super fun weekend. I had a blast before the race, after the race. Grinding Stone's always a huge hit. So congrats on the podium winners, Ryder LeBlond, Will Riordan, and Cody Webb. And we'll see you in the next one.
The Premier Championship win. Look at that. You know, we've seen Ryder LeBlond be on the podium so many times, fighting day in and day out, and it's been so awesome to see him on the top step right now. Give a big round of applause for Ryder.